Hello and welcome to the Sun Fun Festival. If you're watching this video, you're probably familiar with the Sun Fun Festival, but are you familiar with the Sun Fun Motel? In 1963, the Sun Fun Motel opened to coincide with the Sun Fun Festival. This motel still exists today and was recently placed on the National Registry of Historic Places. But before we discuss the Sun Fun Motel, let's discuss the Sun Fun Festival. This is a yearly event that occurs in Myrtle Beach, typically in the Boardwalk Entertainment District is what they call it. Late May, early June. It consists of several street activities, face painters, stilt walkers, DJs, things like that. They have a parade, live music. They have, last year there was kite demonstrations, all sorts of entertainment for the family, and they top it off with some fireworks off the 2nd Avenue Pier. This Sun Fun Festival is usually a hot spot for tourism late May, early June. As I record this, I am sitting behind a plate of glass looking out the window because I'm under quarantine with the rest of you in the world right now. So, due to the current situation, they have scheduled the 2020 Sun Fun Festival for May 29th through May 31st. As of the recording of this video, I don't know if we're going to hold those dates because we have not hit our spike in cases in South Carolina. Now we know what the Sun Fun Festival is, let's get to the motel that is named after this festival. Located just north of the intersection of 23rd Avenue North and Withers Drive is the Sun Fun Motel. Let's get a better look at this. Here you go. This is slightly north of the Breakers. Breakers on 21st Avenue. Sun Fun is off of 23rd Avenue North. This is the current condition of the Sun Fun's building right here. Now, the Sun Fun Motel is one of many buildings in the Myrtle Beach area on the National Registry of Historic Places. The National Registry is a list of sites, buildings, structures, sometimes even districts that are deemed worthy of preservation or worthy of a historical significance. These are listed on a registry and they are protected buildings. Now, monetarily, this basically means they get tax incentives derived from the total value of expenses that are occurred in order to preserve the property. One of my favorite buildings in the city of Myrtle Beach that's on this list is the Chesterfield Inn. Don't know much about history. Oh, never mind. They tore that down to build a mini golf course, which then failed and they tore that down. That's a rant for another day. So this is a list, an active list, of buildings, structures on the National Registry of Historic Places. Down near the bottom, one of the newest introductions to this list is the Sun Fun Motel. And if you go to the bottom of this list of historic places, you'll see two locations that, if you're familiar with this channel, you have seen them before. I have extensive videos on them. The Chesterfield Inn, which I just mentioned, and the Rainbow Court. Documented those before their demolition, during their demolition, and afterwards. So if you're curious about those two locations, check out the playlist on the channel. As we look at some aerial angles of the Sun Fun Motel, let's discuss a little bit of history about this location. Located at 2305 Withers Drive, the Sun Fun Motel entered the National Registry on March 12, 2020. This building was constructed in 1963 during what a lot of people call the golden era of Myrtle Beach tourism. When it was built, it was a 2-story masonry and frame building. It's listed on the National Registry due to the local level for architecture in the area and its association with Myrtle Beach's big mid-century tourism boom, basically generating its own tourism industry. It opened in 1963, and it was a single line of 8 units originally, and it did feature a pool. The owners requested a permit for 6 additional units shortly thereafter, which then generated an L-shaped building. As mentioned earlier, the motel debuted coinciding with the city's annual Sun Fun Festival, linking the motel with the popular event that marked the beginning of the yearly tourism season. So the Sun Fun Festival technically is the starting gun, if you will, for tourism in the area. Nowadays, we have tourists all year. Back then, that was the start of the season. Interesting side note, adjacent to the Sun Fun Motel was a hotel called the Southerner. You see it on the left side of this photo here. The Southerner was torn down several years ago, and this parcel next to the Sun Fun Motel is a vacant lot. As you can see here, there's the Southerner. We pan over. There's the Sun Fun Motel. And if we transition into the future, Sun Fun Motel, pan over, no Southerner Motel. This is just an example of how quickly things can change in this area. Now, this is an old postcard from the Sun Fun Motel, and some images from, I don't know which decade this is, honestly. If you guys know, if you've seen this postcard or if you recognize the era, comment down below or just give your best guess. So this is what it looked like then. Here are some recent photos that are on some of the more popular travel sites around the internet. All you have to do is Google Sun Fun Motel reviews and you'll see these photos from the past few years. So it gives you an idea of the upkeep at the motel and the current state the building and the preserved architecture is in. On a complete side note, while doing some research on this building, since I can't go out and do much, I did it all from my computer, I noticed this. These are 2 different images from 2 different times of the year. One middle of January, one middle of summer. It's kind of funny to see the status of the pool. Now this isn't just the Sun Fun Motel, this is every pool in the area, especially in the off season. You can see the comparison to when the pool is in use actively by visitors and when it's just sitting static without any fun and games occurring within the waters. Thank you for joining me on this brief discussion on one of the hotels in the area that is on the National Registry of Historic Places. If you've been here, if you've visited the Sun Fun Motel, leave a comment down below. Let me know what kind of establishment this is. And if you like this video and want to see others like it showcasing different buildings around the city, also comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. And until next time, everybody, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.
Don't know much about history.